All right, today we're going to do something fun. We're going to peel back the curtain on a modern digital business and really see what makes it tick. We're not just staying on the pretty homepage, we're going straight into the engine room.
So, our case study today is this really fascinating online shop called Maker's Digital Play Gym. And their slogan is, "Create magic, inspire wonder." I mean, it sounds great, right? But it makes you wonder, what's the actual machinery behind the scenes that makes that magic happen? You know how it is, right? You land on these super polished websites, and you just kind of have to ask yourself, how on earth can one person, or maybe a tiny team, possibly manage all of this? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. The strategy, the products, and yep, the secret sauce that powers the whole thing. Okay, so first things first. Let's start from the outside and work our way in. We're going to explore this digital playground just like any other customer would, and see what's on offer.
And right off the bat, you notice something kinda interesting. It's almost like two different worlds are colliding here. On one side, you have these easy-to-use, everyday organizational planners, and on the other, you have these really powerful, pretty high-tech automation systems. It's a fascinating mix, and trust me, it is very, very deliberate.
So let's dig in a little deeper. Let's take a closer look at this diverse product ecosystem and figure out what these tools for work and life actually are. I mean, just look at the sheer range here. It's kind of wild. On the left, a beautiful planner for less than $8. On the right, a powerhouse automation system that goes up to almost $250. That huge gap in price, in complexity, that's not an accident. That is the core of their entire strategy. And this is where it all starts to click. See, their freebies aren't just generic junk, they are hyper-specific. A planner just for financial advisors. Templates just for business coaches, Valentine's cards for moms of toddlers. Each one of these is like a little beacon designed to attract one very specific type of person into their world. So you have to ask, right? Why give so much valuable stuff away for free? Well, that question leads us directly to the strategy behind their pricing. We're about to unpack the whole business model that connects a freebie planner to a $250 automation tool. The whole strategy really hinges on this classic marketing concept called a lead magnet. And those free, super niche products we just saw, they're perfect examples. See, the real goal isn't just the download. It's about earning a little bit of trust and getting an email address from someone who might, just might, be interested in buying a much more expensive product later on. In this chart here, it lays out the whole journey visually. You can literally see the steps. You start at $0 with the freebies, the lead magnets. Then you take a tiny step up to the low-cost planners, around $5. And then it's a giant leap up to the premium tools at $250 or more. It's a classic product ladder, and it's designed to guide you from just being curious to making a really significant investment. Okay, now for the really cool part. We've seen the products they sell to other people, but what about the business itself? What's powering this whole operation? It's time to go behind the curtain and take a look at the automation engine that makes it all run. Whoa! Okay, let's just be honest. At first glance, this looks intimidating. This is a little snippet from the setup instructions for their auto poster tool. We're seeing some pretty technical jargon here, like install trigger, which is just a fancy way of telling the computer when to do its job, and run a script, which is basically the to-do list it follows. You even have to refresh tokens every couple of months, which is kind of like changing a password to keep things secure. So yeah, this is clearly not simple one-click software. But here's the beautiful part. The whole value of the tool is that it takes all that complexity and makes it disappear for the user. For them, it just boils down to this. 1, you add your content to a simple Google Sheet. 2, you set a date and time. And 3, a script automatically posts everything for you. It transforms that intimidating process into 3 super easy steps. And here it is. This is the masterstroke. This powerful automation system, it isn't just something they sell to customers. It is the very same engine they use to run their own marketing. They are literally the first and best customer for their own most valuable product. And here's the proof in the pudding, right from their own internal dashboard. It shows their Facebook page has a full 7 days of content scheduled and ready to go. That is the payoff. I mean, just stop and think about what that means for a creator. That's an entire week of marketing running completely on autopilot. It frees them up to work on new products or, to actually live their life. So what can we all learn from this? Let's try and distill this whole case study down into a practical playbook, a kind of blueprint for anyone who's trying to build a digital business today. All right, here's the blueprint. Number 1, start with value. Offer free, super niche products to build an audience and trust.
2. Create that product ladder to guide customers from those freebies all the way up to premium offers. 3. Solve a real problem. Make tools that actually save people time or money. 4. Eat your own dog food. Use the tools you sell to run your own business and prove that they work. And 5. Automate everything you possibly can so you can free up your time to focus on creation and growth. And this all leaves us with one big final question to chew on. When you see a system that's this efficient, you just have to ask, is this kind of smart automation the ultimate tool, maybe the ultimate competitive advantage for creators in the 21st century? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.